What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? In this video, I'm going to be doing completely raw, no edits, no anything. I'm literally in the middle of Montana right now, Big Sky, if any of you know what that is. And I am at an Airbnb right now. So I'm not going to put anything in the description. I'm not going to promote anything. I'm literally not going to do anything. I'm just going to be going over the trade recap straight and raw video. And, for someone who's almost about to hit 60,000 subscribers, this is not the type of content you usually get from someone with that many subscribers. But I don't really care. I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for subscribers. I mean, yes, it's going to be cool when I hit 100K, but that's not why I do it. Okay. I do it to help you guys because, waking up and seeing these messages I'm getting every day of, my life's changed, blah, blah. Like, literally, this person just commented this in my Discord and testimonials. And, this is obviously why I do it. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and read the messages, but this is literally why I do it, guys. Like, this is just unreal. And today, I'm very proud of my students because today I went on the free voice chat. There's a free voice chat, and people are just in my Discord. They're in the free voice channel. And everyone took this really nice trade this PM session, and they all collectively alerted it. It was a 2-minute IPG, hit the TP, and look how many people took it. And I didn't have any say in it. Like I said, I like the setup, but they all kind of collectively agreed it was a good setup. And, it's so cool to see the students become the master and the students take the setup on their own. And it's just like, it's a different feeling. So, so without further ado, let's just go over the setup. So this setup, was definitely an A+ setup. Okay. And, obviously it's what I teach. I got a lot of questions about this. Someone was like, oh, why don't you wait for the 2-minute or why the 5-minute, whatever. But if you don't know anything about me or about my setups, then this video probably is not for you. I obviously don't want you to click off because it's going to ruin the watch time, but I would go watch the playlist strategy first, my strategy playlist. Anyways, I would give this a setup an A+. And as you can see, I did alert this. I'm not an alert service though, okay? Don't sit here and alert setups, right? I want you guys to learn how to fish by yourself. And you can see earlier, okay, in my Discord, I said 3-minute maybe, 11:20 a.m. Now, if you ask any of my students how often I alert in this channel, it's almost like never. Okay, so the fact that you even sent this today was crazy. And I saw it, and I got an alert from the indicator. Okay, which I will not be posting a link to the indicator in the description because I'm not promoting anything, but the indicator did alert me. That's the only reason why I saw this, because the indicator alerted me. And there's a fair value gap here, and it just, I love those candles that like are death candles. It's like, dude, look at this. I love these candles right here because in my mind, like, all these retail traders are seeing this death candle and they're like, oh my God, this is dumping. And I just love when we inverse it back up because I know so many people are getting wrecked there. And it looks so clean in the 3-minute. And it's an A+ setup, one, because it hit discount of the opening range leg. Okay, and what I mean by that was, we obviously open, we form this leg off of open. Okay, we draw a little fib and we draw it to the high day. And from high day, we retrace and we hit the 0.5. And that's the first thing I absolutely love about this. Okay, I love it because when we hit the 0.5, a lot of good things happen, okay? And if you aren't using the 0.5 in your daily analysis, you probably should start using it because it's very, very good. So we hit the 0.5, and this death candle was great. And I got the notification right around here. This is when the notification hit. And I love how we came into another fair value gap to the left, okay? These are my favorite types of setups where we sweep another low inside of a fair value gap to the left. Okay, I'm going to say that again. We sweep a low inside of a fair value gap to the left. Okay, and I loved how we did that because every single time we put in a low inside of a fair value gap, it's like there's so many people that cause the market to go up here, or algorithms, or whatever you want to believe. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I do believe it's an algorithm, but think about it. What causes the market to go up here? Well, obviously buying, right? So, buyers do their job. We go up, we hit buy side. So on the way back down, what's going to be a good spot of liquidity? Well, the spot that buyers or algorithms cause the market to go up. So this low, right? Because there's no way the market's going up unless people are buying this low. So where are the stop losses on this low? So here's us taking all their stop losses, just a massive displacement candle. It makes the market look very bearish, right? I'm not going to lie. Like, it's it's a very bearish candle, but that's what we want for these setups. Like this is a major manipulation. That's what we want, and we want to be thinking opposite of retail traders. So when we come in, we tap this. I don't know that we're going to bounce off it. Like I have no idea. But that's where the alert comes in, and we see the alert, right? We see the, inverse, and that's when I'm watching the chart. And this is such good momentum, and this is why I ended up alerting it, and I was like 3 minute because I just saw the momentum, the speed, and in hindsight, it's hard for me to show you the speed if that makes sense. Like I really can't go into replay mode and show you the speed of this candle, but this printed with a lot of speed, and if you're watching a lot of time, you know what I'm talking about. So that's the first reason I like it. Now, I execute, right? I bought it at this closure of this candle. I don't wait for a retrace. And then my stop loss is a close below. Okay, so I kind of guesstimated the stop loss to be there. Sometimes it's actually a better and it closes here, so I get out for less than what I think I'm going to lose. And sometimes it closes below, so I get out for more than what I thought I was going to lose. But this one, we kind of wicked under it, but didn't give us an issue. And then we put in a order block as well, which I definitely like this order block. The upside, okay, which is really good. So put in an order block, had an internal high, and had a nice break even. Okay, now I kind of I don't do this all the time, but if we make a very obvious internal high and then we go down, create an order block, whatever, blah blah, and then re-hit it, I'll go break even sometimes early here because I know if I'm right, we're not gonna re-hit the internal high and stop, right? I know if I'm bullish, we're gonna keep going. So that's sometimes what I do internal high. And you can see I took first TP off at this internal high. It's very obvious. It makes sense. If we were to reject, it would probably be there. And if I were wrong, it would probably be there. Okay, so I'm kind of looking for that. The next TP I took off here. Okay, now why here? It's not a swing high, Dodgy. Why there? Well, it's because it's like mini low resistance liquidity. And it's like the top of it before high day. So see how there's high here, high here, high here, high here, like 4 highs in a row. If one of these highs hit, it's like a domino effect, and then all the highs are going to hit. So I take off the last contract at this high, right? Because what if we get an SMT here? What if we create a failure swing, right? You never know. So take one off there. And then last but not least, we obviously target the high day, right? Because think about it. Same thing as before I mentioned, right? How does the market go down here? Well, whether them sell or people step in and sell, right? Whatever you want to believe. So where stop loss is going to be placed above high day, right? And it makes sense because people are. How many times have you heard your friend, and maybe he's a trader, is like, I'm going to short high day or I'm going to long low day? That is literally your liquidity. That's literally your liquidity. Okay, so. Yeah. So all in all, I like the retracement. I like the 50% retracement. I like the, move in the giant candle below this low because it makes the market look very bearish, which I want for a bullish setup. I know it's contradictory, but just think about what I said. And honestly, the TP hit pretty quickly, and I was on a run when I took this. So if it wasn't for the indicator, I probably would not have seen it, which is nice. But again, I'm not going to post a link to that in the description. Find it yourself if you want. So yeah, that's basically a trade recap of today. And I know a lot of people, the last thing, someone's like, why wouldn't you just take the 5 minute? Or because I took the entry before the 5 minute even closed. And it's honestly because I've watched this market so much that this retracement to the discount and just the momentum, the sheer momentum off of this was just so bullish. And I've seen these setups a million times before that I was just so confident in us going back to the high. And you got to realize, when we're at all-time highs, I love longing because longs, majority of the time, are going to work at all-time highs, and shorts will get wrecked a lot, okay? Even though an A-plus short will get wrecked at all-time highs. Now, we did end up closing above the 5 minute, obviously 5 minutes later, after I took the first entry, probably 2 minutes later. But I think I took the entry at 11:18. So 2 minutes later, it did close above, which is nice. And it wouldn't have mattered, but you don't. If I'm super confident setup or I'm super confident we're at all-time highs and I think we're going to go up, I'm going to take that first obvious inverse, no matter what. If it's more of a harder bias or it's a neutral day or whatever, I'm going to wait. And The other question I got was, why did you not go to break even if it's a 2 minute and it's a 1 minute and we hit the break even point on the 2 and 1? Because all-time highs, I have a lot of conviction, and the 3 minute was obvious enough where I was going to base the trade on the 3 minute, and there was no imbalances to go break even here until the swing high. So we put in the swing high, and then we got this retracement, then we re-hit this. I felt like it was a good time to go break even because, like, I know if I'm right, we're not going to stop there. And you need to use this trade for yourself in the future to be like, okay, if you're in a trade and it's a long or it's a short, right? Let's say it's a long, and you're kind of hesitating, like, oh, is this going to run? It will run if it's a good trade, I promise you. If it starts stalling and coming back to your entry 50 times, it's likely not a trade I want to participate in. So I like trades like this. They instantly run. I get a good break even, and they work, right? And these are the trade. This is why, like, in other trades, I'll like get out early, or if I see a chop and I won't take it because I want to be in trades like this. I don't care about other trades. Like, they need to be like this. This is light bulb, right? So that's pretty much it, and that's a trade recap of the trade. And this video probably isn't gonna get a lot of views because I'm not gonna title it some clickbait title, but I'm kind of here in Montana and going to live. I haven't seen any bears yet, but trading is all about freedom, and the fact that I'm just in Montana right now making this video is just insane. Like, I never thought 4 years ago I'd be doing this. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.